going to work day in, day out, hour after hour after hour. You're working as hard as you can no matter what you do. You can't seem to survive. You get a second job that's not helping. You call it a side hustle. You're doing everything you can, and the prices keep going up and up and up and up. But your wages aren't going up and up and up. You can't afford college. You can't afford school. You can't afford health care. You can't afford anything. And they keep telling you, oh, it's just inflation. It's inflation. There's nothing we can do. No, it's not inflation. It's capitalism. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, brothers and sisters all over the world. Kakas and dadas, dadas and kakas all over the world. And yes, I am talking to each and every one of you all over the world, whichever time of the day this message finds you. The name of this channel is The African Times, and I'm Thomas. All right, everybody, I just had to jump in here quickly just to have a little chat with you, a little night chat. It's in the evening here in the motherland, good continent of Africa. It's the evening, but I was up and I was thinking about you and me, and people who look like you and me, and about our future, our children's future, the future of our people as a collective, as a whole. And something that came to my mind as I was thinking about this is we have now the opportunity to put out a lot of information. We have platforms, various platforms that allow us to speak to our people in ways that our ancestors were unable to do. It is now much, much more easier for us to communicate with each other. But as I was thinking, I recognized that there are far too many of us using this platform to express and communicate things that are not necessarily helpful to solving our problem, the major problem we have facing us as a people, a problem of such a magnitude that our children and our children's future is at stake. Our children's future is in jeopardy. And we have an opportunity to change that course, to alter the danger that we're presented with. We have an opportunity to alter that. And one big way that we can do that is by providing the proper information to our people, to impact their thinking, their way of looking at things, their way of understanding the world that they live in. We have that opportunity through social media. We have the opportunity to put up obstacles and barriers in front of the people who are trying to falsify our consciousness, the consciousness of our people who are trying to manipulate, coerce, persuade, influence our people in such a way that harms us as a group. We have the ability now to use our platforms and put out the kind of information that we need to put out to become self-creating people, to create people who have the thoughts and personalities that we need them to have. Why is that important? Well, for your protection. for your protection. You need men committed to protecting you and your property, you and your children, you and your elderly. You need men to do that. How do you create a man willing to put his life on the line to protect you and your children? Put his life on the line to make sure that 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40, 100 years from now, you're able to live in peace. You're able to develop a type of society with an economy capable of employing all of your people. Well, the way that you do that is you have to create people, soldiers, capable of protecting you. Now, we have a group of men who understand that. And these men are leading by example. The strongest possible way to create those soldiers, the strongest possible way, is to stand up, be an example, a visible, audible example, so that those young boys coming up see what they are to become, what they must become. They also understand what they must do. And that takes a certain type of people, a certain type of man to do that. I'm mentioning this in association with the media because when these individual men stand up and become role models for our boys and our women become role models for our girls, we have the opportunity now to make certain that our people see and hear about these brave men and women, and to understand that these brave men and women are here as a positive benefit and are making a positive contribution to our society, to our community, to the people that look like me and you. Our media is not here, the black media, the media of people that look like me and you. They're not here to ignore these good men and women who are standing up. No, you have a responsibility as media to put out the information to our people positively, to express positive thoughts, to disseminate positive information about these men and women who are standing up on our behalf. So I'm asking you and you and you, black media, to begin to put out the information that needs to be put out using your platform. I'm talking about information to help free Dr. John F. Johnson. You should not remain silent. You should use your platform with regularity, with great regularity, to put out the kind of information for our people so that they know about this man, his contribution to you, so that you can continue to put out information on your platforms, because that can be taken away from you. Freedom of speech and all of that. Remember, this man stood up so that you would have the right to continue to do that. He stood up with courage along with the other brave men and women of impact. Having done that, he had to make a sacrifice. Now it's your turn, black media. You, you, and you, and all of the rest of you. I'm asking you to accept your responsibility and do the right thing. Put out the proper information so that our people know that we have a man there who needs our help, who helped us, which is why he's in the position now to need our help. Use your platform so that our people are well informed about Dr. Johnson. Those of you who know him as Grandmaster Jay, do your good deed using your platform. Don't remain silent and put out the information so that our people know about this brother, and then our people will now know what they need to do to help, to act on his behalf, just as he acted on your behalf. Those of you who may have said negative things, it's okay. That's in the past. Now, use the present to create a positive future by speaking positively about our good brother, Dr. John F. Johnson, Grandmaster Jay, the good brothers and sisters of Impact, and communicate to our people, help us communicate to our people what steps they can take to help our brother. So again, in closing, this has been a message to the black media that you have a responsibility to use your platform for the benefit of our people. And you, whether you know it, understand it, believe it, or not, are a part of the people. All right. This has been an episode of the African Times, and I'm Thomas. Uhuru. Uhuru.